Moving on to the markets now, the Nigerian all-share index rebounds from losses yesterday. It's up 0.26% to 36,884.39 points in early trade. Other gainers include Nestle, Dangote Cement, Julius Berger, and Portland Paint. And on the other hand, the laggers are Honeywell Flour Mills, Dangote Flour, and Stanbic IBTC. Well, I will be reviewing the equities markets with Olakomi Osobo, his Executive Director, Reddings Investment. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Komi. Now, there has been a rally in Nestle and Dangote Cement in early trades. I mean, reverting the losses we saw yesterday. Now, what's the story there?
Basically, like you said, there is some little rebound this morning, and driving it are the Nestle, the Dan Cement, Zenith Bank. Basically, there is no news flow into the market this morning. So I think the only thing we can ascribe the rebound this morning to is the expectation of quarterly results, which is due to start coming out any moment from now. Like this morning, GTB just announced that their board will be meeting sometime next week to consider their half-year result and payment of interim dividends. So basically, there is nothing exceptional in the market this morning, apart from people are waiting for the results.
All right, banks that are talking about the results, you just mentioned talking about the banks. Now, with the banks due to, to release the unaudited results. Now, how was the activity in that space? Are traders already taking positions?
Oh, sure. For the past 1 week, traders should have been taking position, and that will continue until the result is finally out. Like most banks will not audit their half-year results, and as a result, those things will come out pretty early. So any time from now, today, tomorrow, early next week, you will see some of those results coming into the market. Traders will definitely be positioning themselves, in anticipation of in anticipation of those results. So basically, those are what is happening in the market today. Everybody is just trying to bottom fish and see where they can, position and make some money within a couple of weeks.
All right, well, while traders are still anticipating, what's your outlook for the anticipated results? Do you think it'll be as strong as the performance we saw in previous years?
I think the results will be okay for most of the banks. The feelers some of us are getting is that some of the results, especially generally most of the banks will report a little bit something higher than what we did last year, for the half year. So the results should be in line with expectations and should maybe give us a little upside in the market.
All right. Well, banks like Access, GT, and NACO on the side now usually declare interim dividend in July. Now, have you noticed significant movement on those stocks? And do you think traders are already keen into that?
If you observed, sometime last week, 2 weeks ago, GTB came down seriously from maybe around 30 naira to 24 naira. But it's since rebound in anticipation of this quarterly, half-year results. Definitely, like I mentioned earlier on, GTB has announced that their board will be meeting next week to consider this result and the payment of interim dividends. So there's bound to be a lot of position in GTB and Access Bank. Access Bank also, from experience, also pays this dividend. So there should be positioning in those stocks. And generally, even those banks that will not pay interim dividends will still also benefit from the quarterly results. If we perceive the result as good, it will translate to what they will do at the end of the quarter. At the end of the year. So it's both all the banks all the companies that declare good results, whether it pays the dividend or not, should witness some upside. On the other hand, if your result is considered not good or below expectation, then you're also going to go down seriously.
Well, staying with the banks now, which of the stocks do you think has the best entry point?
Which of the banks do I think
has the best entry position as it is?
Today, I'll trade UBA as, I think UBA is still at good entry point. I'll be in it's a good position to enter UBA at the current price of 8 naira 25 kobo. If you know, UBA traded as high as 10 naira sometimes last month. So I think we are at a good entry point in UBA now.
Well, moving away from the banks, let's take a look at the insurance sector. I mean, little or nothing is heard from this sector. What's your take on what's going on with the insurance sector and even their results?
In all the insurance companies that are listed, only 2 companies have released their 2012 result, which is Mansard and I think Wapik Insurance. The rest, the filler we are having is that the result are with the NICOM, the regulator of the insurance companies, and whatever is delaying those results could not be something very good for the company. I mean, for the sector. So based on that, the prices of those insurance companies have remained stagnant for some time now. Nothing really is happening there. And if fillers, what I heard, I mean, is absolutely correct. Then there could be some downside to this to their prices, because what I'm hearing is that some of them could have prepared their results based on, I mean, with some unpaid premium on the book, which NICOM is maybe not favorably disposed to. So they might need to go and readjust their result and remove those unpaid premium, because the new policy is that no premium, no cover, and so any unpaid premium on your book should not stand. So that might make them come out with a reduced profit that will not miss expectation, and that might be might constitute some problems, I mean, on the pricing side.
Okay. And welcoming, how do you think the market will close this week?
This week, I think it's relatively flat to upside, I think.
Why do you say so?
Why I say so is that, I mean, yes, it went down slightly yesterday. Today it's rebounding, and I think that results are coming. So nobody wants to dispose their position until you see those results. So, and people will be positioning for those that you think will do well. So I think we'll possibly be close on the upside. At worst, a flat line, a flat position.